Billboard Philippines. Volumes.
On today's episode of Billboard Philippines Volumes, we have Amiel Sol on the show today. He talks about how he started, the story behind Sabawat Sandali, and he lets us in on the new album he's working on. All that and more as we turn up the volume on Amiel Sol.
Billboard Philippines. Volumes.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. And today we are with Amiel Sol.
Hey everyone.
Yes, a chart topper on our Billboard charts. We recently had a Billboard X event with this man too, where he captivated a giant crowd of people, which he loves to do. And he's on tour. He's making hits. He's making music. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Let's just jump right into it. On the show, we like to kind of take it back and then go into the future. So let's just start with it. Could you give us one of your first memories with music?
Well, for me, music has always been in our household. Yung parents ko nag-meet sila sa isang choir sa church.
Oh,
So,
okay,
diba,
kilig.
diba, para sila nag-meet pa lang, it was through music.
Yeah.
So, growing up, we were always, in love with music.
Mm.
Pero none of my parents really played instruments. So, pero ako, gusto ko siyang matry talaga.
Yeah.
So, when I was 8 years old, we had a guitar lying around. Tapos yung neighbor namin, he taught me how to play the guitar.
Wow, that's awesome.
Parang nung time na yun, hindi pa masyadong uso yung YouTube.
Mm.
So,
That's
hindi pa
true.
ako
There
makaaral,
wasn't so many
diba?
tutorials out.
Yeah, diba? Just goes to show, medyo matanda na rin ako. Ayun. Tapos, nag-aaral lang talaga ako ng mag-guitar ganyan throughout elementary, high school. Nung high school naman, my friends and I, we joined Battle of the Bands sa high
Yeah.
school, ganyan. Buo lang kaming magkakaibigan. And then eventually, minsan nananalo, minsan hindi. But
Mhm.
all the same, it was a really fun ride. Kasi, nung high school kami, it was every December. So, kasabay ng Christmas party, may Battle of the Bands, ganyan, practice kami. So, yung memories ko talaga associated with music in high school, sobrang saya.
Yeah.
Sobrang na-enjoy ko. Magre-rent out kami ng ng studio for practice na medyo hirap kami kasi wala naman kaming pera.
Yeah,
Diba? Puro
exactly.
yung baon namin, enough lang talaga for food and commute.
Mm.
Pero ayun, nagagawa namin ng paraan. Tapos yung equipment namin was really just, sobrang basic equipment na, alam mo yun, pang high school student lang talaga.
Mhm.
Pero sobrang saya, sobrang enjoy talaga ako. Eventually, nung college, hiwa-hiwalay na kami ng schools. Pero gusto ko pa rin siyang ituloy. Gusto ko pa rin mag-music kahit na just out of a hobby lang, ganyan. Hindi naman specifically to make it a career. Gusto ko lang talaga siyang gawin. So, I joined open mics, mga busking, ganyan. Nag-aral kasi ako sa QC area sa UP. And then, doon kasi sobrang daming gig areas na talagang maraming mga open mics and buskings.
Mhm.
And I think nung college ako, around 2018, 2019, sobrang uso yung mga food parks nung
Yeah.
time na yon pre-pandemic, 'di ba? So doon nagkakaroon ako ng mga slot, mga regular. So tugtog ako mga 3 hours, ganyan.
Wow.
Pero ano lang,
Wait,
never
what are you
con-
singing for 3 hours?
puro mga covers. So,
yeah.
usually kapag ganyan halimbawa may mga hit songs, ganyan, yung naaralin ko lang. Kasi,
Mm.
usually yun yung mga nire-request. Okay, mga OPM classics naman, ganyan. Ayun. So, nung dumating na yung pandemic, I was still in college then. Parang bago talaga mag-strike yung lockdown, bumili lang ako ng mic. Medyo yung murang mic lang.
Mhm.
Tapos, I decided to write songs and to release them on my own.
Yeah.
Ayun. So, parang from there on, dire-diretso na siya
I-
until today.
I love a story like this because I don't know how many artists we've had on this show that have actually said about the same type of situations that you've been through. Okay, let's go number 1. Choir or any type of church related music.
Yeah.
Almost every artist starts there. Second, picking up a guitar or working with some neighbors or some friends and
Yeah.
just writing or singing or learning your first instrument or becoming that musician. Third, school. Of course, school, high school, college. having those times where it's like, okay, let's put in 20 pesos each and make this work.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but we love to see that, and a passion for music just grows and grows. And then I love how humble you're being about it, where it's like, yeah, I just bought this mic, basic equipment. But then out of nowhere, you write a song that not only becomes a hit, but becomes a nationwide anthem.
Yeah.
Sa Bawat Sandali, number 2 on our charts. And when we say Hot 100, this is combining Spotify, Apple, YouTube,
Yeah, everything.
search, everything. So being number 2 on this chart is not a small thing. It's really, really hard to do. We have so many artists that are like, how do we break into the charts? When we say, well, you just got to be everywhere. It's got to be the biggest song out there. And you did it. So please take us to the moment you wrote that song. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about it.
I wrote this song last year. And may mga kanta ako na na medyo matagal ko masulat. Sometimes take weeks or months. Ganyan.
Wait, weeks or months to write a
Yeah,
song?
alam mo yung parang it's not quite finished pero you keep on working on it. But this song, parang less than 1 hour ko lang siya nasulat.
Wow.
Parang
Yep,
it was
there
just
it is.
flowing,
Mhm,
diba? So
mhm.
parang, okay, ang ganda nito. And then, during this time, last year, parang mga July, I think, or August ko siya nasulat. And then we recorded it around October, November. Anong time na to, I was still working corporate. So, medyo mahirap
Wait, you
yung
used to work corporate?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, what's your job?
data analyst.
Okay. Shout out.
So, during that time, medyo mahirap sa akin na mag-squeeze in ng time for recording,
Yep,
ganyan,
Definitely.
for shoots and all. So, I was really grateful din sa former boss ko kasi he pinapayagan niya lang ako na halimbawa boss, early out lang ako kasi kailangan ko muna maganto. Tapos ko naman na yung work ko, ganyan. So, sobrang thankful ako. Ang daming mga ganyan bits and pieces of people who really helped you
Yep.
na hindi mo lang namamalayan. So, moving forward, nung na-release na tong kanta na to, nirelease siya around around December last year.
Yeah.
And parang nag-pledge lang ako sa sarili ko kasi dati gusto ko maging mysterious musician na hindi masyadong ma-post ganyan.
Yep.
Nakita mo lang sa gigs. pero nung time na to, sabi ko gusto ko i-try talaga na na i-push ng sarili ko, and along with my marketing team sa Viva, gusto ko talagang ma-push namin sa social media platforms.
Mm.
Kasi parang I really believe in this song, and
Mm.
parang sayang naman if it doesn't get to be heard.
Mhm.
Na hindi ko nabigay yung 100% effort ko. So, nung time na to, sabi ko, sige, post ako everyday. Oo, as in, may mga times na umay na ako sa sarili ko, ganyan. But I still keep on doing it. Kasi, di ba, malay mo, at least 1 new listener, di ba?
That's true.
So, hindi mo talaga masabi, sobrang powerful platform ng social media.
Yeah.
It can really change lives. And nabago na talaga nito yung akin. So, I really think na TikTok yung pinaka naging susi
Mhm.
sa success ng kanta na to. Of course, setting aside lang natin yung mga actual things na parang yung ganda ng kanta, yung the way people relate to it, TikTok talaga yung parang isa sa mga naging pinakasusi to make this song, what it is today. And hindi ko iniisip na it's a bad thing when people say, TikTok song yan eh. Diba? Some people take it negatively, but ako, okay sa akin. I mean,
I'll take a few more.
yeah. Diba? Totoo lang. So it's not degrading or anything to
Yeah.
hear that. Actually, mas ako, ibig sabihin, parang, I've made it. Ganyan.
Yeah.
When people say my song has been TikTokified, ganyan. So it's been a really fun ride for me. And dun ko talaga parang na-realize sa kanta na to yung power of TikTok, power of social media,
Mm-mm.
along with the pure intent of the song. Because I think people
Yes.
can sense when you write a song just to chase a hit,
Yep.
rather than writing because this is what I feel. This is an expression of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it goes hand in hand lang na when you write something na binuhos mo talaga yung puso mo, you have to also, after releasing it, you have to also make an effort to to make sure that you do everything you can so that people can hear it.
Yeah,
Sayang naman, 'di ba?
exactly.
Kung hindi mo siya iparinig sa mundo. Ayun.
We love a self-aware artist on this show. We love that. Here's the thing. I love where you're coming from, where you're saying, the pure intent of a song, because when you wrote it, it took an hour to write. It came out of you. It was pure. It was real. And that's what so many people resonated
Yeah.
with. Exactly. They resonated with. And you can't fake that part of it. You really can't fake that part of it. But what we do also appreciate here is the fact that you said, I'm not just gonna be this guy that's gonna be like, I'm gonna be the mysterious guy. I'm
Yeah.
just not gonna post about it. I'm just gonna put it out there. No, you said, this is a song that means a lot to me. I think it will mean a lot to people, and I want people to hear it. And you're not the type of artist that's like, I'm gonna post 3 times after it's released and then forget about it, because you worked hard on it, you
Yeah.
believe in it, and you said, I'm gonna keep going after it until everyone hears it. And they did.
Yeah, and it's not a knock on any other artist who, does that, because sometimes it works for them, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Yung mga
We don't hate on the way you get
yeah,
there.
I mean
Any way is
kanya-kanya, to each
fine.
their own. But for me, what worked for me and what still works for me is, being able to push it as hard as I can
Mhm.
talaga. Ayun.
Let's just go into the song a little bit more. What are some of the lines in there that really mean the most to you? Or like when you were writing it,
Yeah.
what does the song actually mean to you right now?
I think ang dami ko kasing napapakinggan na mga songs about love and its grandiose, kapag ka sobrang engrande ng pag-ibig na
Mhm.
parang I'd burn the world down for you. I'd reach for the stars and the moon for you. But parang gusto ko magsulat lang ng kanta about the everyday kind of love. Yung tipong just going home to the person that you love. And when the world makes you feel so tired, yung ang dami-dami mong problema, ang dami-daming gumugulo sa isip mo.
Mm.
There's someone who you can go home to na kapag kayakap mo siya, parang everything's gonna be all right. Ganun. So I really think that this is the kind of love that transcends yung kilig, ganyan.
Mhm.
It's a love that I really want to have. And I think I have it, sa friends, sa family, sa partner and everything. And I'm really blessed to have that kind of love, and I get to write about it.
Mhm.
So yun, parang ano lang talaga siya. It's just an expression of what I experience and what I want to give to the people around me. So ayun, ano lang talaga siya. Yung mga lines, halimbawa, yung pinakauna kong nasulat is yung chorus, yung kapag magulo na ang mundo, ikaw ang payapang hinahanap-hanap ko.
Mhm.
Which is ano lang, yun lang talaga yung parang pinaka-message of the song. But another line that really, I'm really proud that I wrote this line is, nais kong sumibol kasama ka, which is translated as, I want to grow with you. Hindi lang tayo magiging stagnant na as who we are right now. Let's be better people together. And I really want to grow with you kasi parang, you make me better. And I hope that I make you better as well. So, let's grow together, ganon.
Yes. Yes, in everyday love. No,
Yeah.
that is the best way to put it, because maybe that's why people did resonate with it so
Yeah.
much, because that's something that, if it is every day, that's way bigger than just the 2 months of, what do you call this, infatuation
yeah.
stage, the
The honeymoon
love that's
stage,
going to
yeah.
last. No, yeah, that is so awesome. And you've had a lot of music do well on our charts. Now though, what's the new music you're working on? Can we hear new music, or is there an album coming?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, for me, 'di ba, I worked corporate before. So, releasing songs, medyo nahirapan ako noon kasi balancing everything and
Yep.
all. But right now na I'm doing music full time, sobrang lalo akong naeengganyo na mag-release pa ng mga songs, and I hope this year makapag-release kami ng EP.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Yes.
sobrang na-excite ako doon. And it will include some new songs, some of my already released songs. And ayun, you can just expect consistency from me from now on, na mas madalas ako makakapaglabas ng songs. ayun, sobrang excited lang ako for what's to come.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the themes, maybe of this EP, of the songs that you
Yeah,
have
I
coming?
think mostly naman it's just about, the everyday love talaga. And isa sa mga kasama dito yung kanta, I released a song around 2 weeks ago,
Mm.
and it's entitled Tahimik na Buhay Kapiling Ka. Medyo
Okay.
mahaba yung title,
Yeah.
pero ayun, parang ano lang siya. It's about coming home din. As in yung mismong unang lyrics niya, pagbukas ng pinto, nakaabang ang bisig ko. Ayan. So,
Mm.
my arms are ready to para salubungin ka,
Yes.
ganyan. So ano lang, it's naisip ko lang talaga na parang ay kapag when everything is said and done, ano bang gusto ko maiwan sa akin? Siguro syempre, material things are good. A good house ganyan. But I think none of that will matter if I don't have love.
True.
So, yun yung pinaka main line niya is pangarap ko ang tahimik na buhay kapiling ka. So
Yeah.
yun, I think that's gonna be the central theme of the EP, just about you know love is the answer, ganyan those types of things. And another thing that na pwedeng abangan sa akin is I'm gonna have a concert this year.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, because we went from the beginning of the story where you're busking, you're playing everywhere and anywhere,
Yeah,
just open
grabe.
mics. Now you're gonna have a concert.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be with a lot of my good friends, artists. So para siya magiging joint concert na
Mm.
talaga, I'm really glad that I'm with these people kasi these are people that I look up to kahit ever since before talaga. And I'm glad na I get to share the stage with them. Parang very very full circle moment kasi talagang kahit bago pa ako masama sa Viva Records, I've been listening to these people talaga.
Mm.
So I'm really glad na makakasama ko sila. Ayun, so more details soon. Yun lang ang pwede ko sabihin. Magkakaroon lang tayo this year.
Wait, can we go into this for a second? Because I think this is another topic that a lot of people would be interested in. I mean, coming from the corporate world and then, doing this whole music thing,
Yeah.
now you're playing sold out shows, you're traveling around the Philippines. How has this transition been? What are your feelings right now for just seeing your life change so quickly?
Yeah. Sobrang hanggang ngayon di pa rin ako sanay.
Yeah.
May mga times na, especially mid-performance, parang habang tumutugtog ako, sabi, grabe, thank you Lord. I mean, hindi ko talaga siya akalain. I really thought na I was gonna have a corporate job for the rest of my life and pursue music on the side, which is
It's
really
fine.
fine with me kasi ang gusto ko lang naman talaga is I get to pursue music. So
Yes.
whatever scale that may be, as long as I get to do it, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Nakakasulat ako ng mga kanta, I get to go on gigs. So regardless kung if it's a full-time job or not, sobrang sobrang thankful ko talaga. And the fact na binigay sa akin to na I get to do it full-time. And hindi pa rin talaga ako sanay eh. I resigned sa work ko nung March. Nung March lang. And
March of this year.
yeah, March this year. Kasi yun yung time na parang talagang, parang hindi ko na siya kayang pagsabayan talaga.
Yeah.
Parang tatagos na ako sa pader.
We had a great interview with December Avenue where they said the same exact thing, that
Oh,
if you're an artist that, wants to do music full time, as soon as music is so much that you can't do your day job, that's when you know you
Yeah.
should switch. Exactly what happened to you.
so nung time na yun, around nung March, I think this was also the time na number 2 sa Billboard yung
Mm.
sa Bawat Sandali. So ang dami naming gigs. Usually kasi dati, it's either weekends
Yeah.
yung gigs or pag weekday naman, mga nighttime pa tapos around the metro lang.
Mm-mm.
So kaya ko naman siyang pagsabayan talaga. So may mga time ngayon nung February, March na hindi ko na talaga siya kayang pagsabayan. And it was a really easy conversation with my boss kasi talagang supportado siya.
Yeah.
And he's really proud of me. And sobrang thankful ko talaga sa naging team ko sa work. Kasi they were able to to let me flourish kahit na I was balancing 2 careers. And yun, sometimes minsan na ko siya nalo-look over ko lang yung fact na yun. But I'm really grateful sa mga tao sa paligid ko who helped me make this possible kasi making it in this industry is not a one-man job,
Yeah,
'di ba? Parang ang
definitely not.
dami-daming tao, yung team ko sa Viva ganyan, yung family ko, friends ko na pumupunta sa gigs kahit sila lang nandun.
Mm-hmm.
Sobrang sobrang thankful ko talaga. And hindi parang I never run out of gratefulness talaga sa na to kasi this is something that I never really imagined na pwedeng mangyari. So sobrang sobrang grateful ko lang talaga. And some may say that sobrang it changed just like that. It was a one-hit wonder moment. But I think sobrang sobrang tagal ko na rin tong ginagawa.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been doing music, seriously since let's say 2019 nung nag-busking ako. And I've never really viewed it as chasing something na sana maabot ko tong estado na to sa music when at some time. But I just really kept on doing it kasi gusto ko siya.
Mm-hmm.
And hindi ko namamalayan na yung accolades and ganyan. Sobrang thankful ko but I think hindi ko siya napapansin na nangyayari na kasi I'm really just focused on doing what I love and everything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that I'm blessed that I get to do this. Yan.
It takes years to become an overnight success.
Yeah. Ayan, tama ka dyan. Tama. Pero yung makikita lang ng tao syempre yung overnight, diba?
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, a lot of work, a lot of things happen, and a lot of people help you on the way.
It just makes sense because everything that you've shared during this interview and the meaning behind the songs as well, it all connects. Your songs wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have gone through those other
Yeah.
periods in your life.
That's true.
And those periods in your life are so relatable because how many people are going through the same thing? We're looking for an everyday love. We're working. We're going towards our dreams and
Yeah.
goals. We're trying to balance life in general. And you put that into your music, and it has totally resonated with the whole Philippines. So everything comes in due time.
Yes.
Everything can come to you when you manifest it and you go after it and you put your whole heart into it, and that's what you did. We love artists that are humble even with such great success.
Thank you.
We are looking forward to more of your music, and we will hear more of it.
Yes.
And thank you for being here with us
Thank
today.
you so much for having me.
Yeah, this has been Billboard Philippines Volumes with Emil Sol. Catch us everywhere on socials and YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Billboard Philippines.